Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. This is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa. Now I'm in the Fort West County, New York. I'm on my way out the door. I'm on my way out the door this morning. I have to go to work. Perhaps tomorrow morning I have to go to work. Just so I can do what I need to do. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to those that are subscribed to this channel. And I think I did a video about what's going on in these YouTube streets. At least a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. And I said those that dox people don't have a conscience. They don't have a soul. They don't have what the rest of us have. That's what I kept saying in one of my videos. I think it was over a week ago. It was a particular day that there was no work for me at the temp service that day. And I walked home and I talked about those that don't have a conscience. When you dox people. See, when you're on these YouTube streets, if you're going to argue with someone, if you're going to beef with someone, please do not put up their personal information. Just go head to head, toe to toe. Tell your story. Let the other person tell their story. It is what it is. A shout out to the chat. I'm getting ready to go to work and it's raining like a motherfucker right now. So that means I'm going to get wet again. Uh, and I don't use a paragua. I don't use a paragua. And for those of you that want to know what a paragua is, paragua is an umbrella. I don't use an umbrella. It weighs you down at the end of the day. Trust me. Nobody wants to walk around with a wet stick all day. Nobody. So I don't use it. When I was younger, I used to use paraguas all the time. So basically, I'm just going to go out as I am. Wear my little jacket, wear my little baseball cap, and go to the fucking job. That's all I can do. But I've been talking about those people that love to dox motherfuckers. They like to put up people's personal information, their addresses, the phone numbers, who their relatives are. That is totally unconceivable to me. But doxing has been happening for quite some time, not only on these YouTube streets, but in real life. Because sometimes when people don't like you and they find out certain things about you, they will put it out there. They will dox you. I'm going to work this morning. I'm not going to let nothing stop me from going to make my money, to make myself comfortable. And I did it when I was younger. I did it when I was in prison. I did it before I went to prison. I did it while I was in Job Corps. I'm going to have to go out into this bad weather. We just got rid of Tropical Storm Debbie. It was a tropical storm. Whatever remains of that storm is still here. It's still here. And this storm is headed towards the north. It already hit North Carolina. It's going to Virginia. It's going to New Jersey. I hope it don't go back into the water and regain its strength. Because the subways in New York would be flooded. The subways in New York would become flooded with the rainwater. Shout out to the chat. This is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, which is the county, New York. I'm on my way out the door, y'all, and it is raining cats and dogs right now. It's raining. I'm thinking about calling the other temp company I usually work for and just work for them tonight. But I said I'd rather work during the day. Because we got the repeat ticket for this morning. The guy already told us to be there 7 o'clock in the morning. So I have to leave the house. I have to leave this house way before 6 o'clock. So it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. This is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, Westchester County, New York. We're still in South Carolina and we're getting ready to go outside. Oh my goodness, you guys. Y'all don't know. Y'all, some of you just don't know. You don't know how tired I get of this life. Of this particular life I'm living. There's nothing wrong with my life. It's just I'm unprepared to do certain stuff. You know, some things I don't want to do. Don't want to do, but I have to do it nonetheless, regardless of how I feel. This is not about my feelings. I can't go by my feelings. Shout out to the chat. I cannot go by my feelings. I have to go by what common sense tells me and what my mind tells me and what my fucking bills tell me. This is what I must do. These are the things I signed up for. And I remember when I was a child, being 8 years old, and the teacher asking us to write what we was most afraid of, what our biggest fears was. And my biggest fear was not a monster in the closet. It's not the monster under the bed. What was my real fear? My parents would get old. They would get sick and they would die. My biggest fears have come true. All of them have come true. I'm 51 years old. I should be able to face my fears. And I faced my fears. When that shit happened, I had to face it. Hard pill to swallow. I live an adult life. I cannot revert back into being 9 years old, 13 years old, 21. I can't revert back to those ages I was. Them timelines I lived in is over and done with. It's water under the bridge. Like Adele said, water under the bridge. Shout out to the chat. But I'm out of here. Hope everyone has an awesome day and an awesome weekend. Because this weekend is going to be quite interesting. Quite interesting. That's why I had to take a break from YouTube for a little while. Because I said all these problems that's going on with these different people, with these different individuals, have been going on for quite some time. People have addressed it in the past. Now they're addressing it now. Shout out to the chat. That's what they do on these YouTube streets, especially in this sector. And I think we did ourselves a big disservice by allowing Kwame Brown to be in this sector. We did ourselves a big disservice. Tommy Sotomayor was the first one that warned all of us about Kwame Brown. And look at what Kwame Brown is doing on these YouTube streets. And Kwame Brown is a millionaire. Ex-NBA player, first draft, first pick, whatever the case may be. He is shameful. He's pathetic. He's a deadbeat father. And I'm surprised that people are still even listening to him. I'm surprised that people are still supporting him. That is shameful. People should be ashamed of themselves for supporting a man that does not support them. Don't support the people that don't support you. If they don't support you, and what I mean by supporting, and sometimes you'll have people that subscribe to your channel, might be a YouTube creator of yours. If they don't support you, don't support them. That's my role. I don't care what nobody else do. I got my own problems. I gotta do what I gotta do this morning. And I'm not happy about it. I'm not. I don't feel like walking all the way down there. I don't feel like all this and that this morning. I don't feel like the bullshit. I don't feel like none of this morning. I wish I could have slept in. I really do. I wish I could have slept in this morning, but I can't. And it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. I'm just saying. Sometimes you gotta say what you gotta say and move on. I'm out of here. Y'all have an awesome day. One peace. And thank you to those that did come into this chat, and those that are not here, please catch the playback, like, and share. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your view. Those that didn't appear in my chat, I saw you as you appeared. My ghost watchers. Thank you so much. Peace.